welcome out to Danville, Virginia, Averett University's North Campus for today's ball game. Ferrum Panthers traveling down to battle the Cougars in a non-conference matchup. Ferrum 11-11 on the year, 1-6 in the ODAC. Obviously, non-conference matchup today, but starting next. Welcome out to Danville, Virginia. I'm Heath Behringer bringing this live coverage of Averett University baseball. They're battling the Panthers of Ferrum College today, coming in from the ODAC, 11-11 on the year, 1-6 in conference play. The Cougars 8-15, 3-3 in the USA South. Non-conference matchup between these two teams today, but starting next year and years to come, this will be a three-game series counting as conference matchups. Starting on the mound for the Cougars, David Asbill, bringing a 2-1 record. Best on the team for the Cougars. Asbill, a junior from Louisville, North Carolina. Two and one on the year. 5 appearances, 5 starts. 5.11 ERA. 11.1 innings of work. On the flip side of that, the Panthers have Cameron Mullins on the mound. He's 3-0, undefeated on the year. He's started 5 games, 27 in the third innings of work, 21 strikeouts on the year, 4.28 ERA. Asbill's getting loose. We're a few moments away from getting underway here. A brisk afternoon here in Danville, Virginia. Temperatures finally getting above 50, 55 degrees. It was a cold morning to start. Softball started their game at 2 o'clock, and it was definitely under 50 degrees to begin that. But things have warmed up here. Sun's been trying to pop out here and there. We'll go through the starting lineup real quick. It'll be Ozzie Torres leading things off, playing second base for Ferrum. Grayson Chitwood, Clayton Mitchell, Jacob Gladstone, Nick Funk, Bryce Thacker, Justin Brady, Benjamin Thomas, Jaden Johnson, and Cameron Mullis, like I talked about, starting on the mound for the Panthers. And it's going to be Ozzie Torres leading things off. 4th all-in-team in batting average, 354 on the year. He started every game so far. All 22, and Asbill starts off with a strike. Torres lines one into center field. McCabe ranging over, makes the play for the first out of the day. I'll bring up the first baseman, Grayson Chitwood, batting .271 on the year. He's also started every game for the Panthers. Asbill, just like last at bat, the first at bat, finally strike to get ahead in the count. Chitwood swinging at that one. High and inside on the hands, and quickly ahead in the count is Asbill. Off speed, fouled off by Chitwood. Cougars coming off a 10-0 win in an 8-inning game over Southern Virginia in a series that they had dropped the first two games and even their record up in conference play at 3-3. They took their first conference series 2-1 over Mary Baldwin and then dropped two games to Southern Virginia before taking the game on Sunday to avoid the sweep. Time called there by Chitwood. Ferrum, they've lost 3 games in a row. They lost to Emory and Henry in their last outing as Asbill leaves that one high. Evans count up 2-2. All-time series, Averett is 24-41 against Ferrum. They split their last two meetings last season in a home and home. Each team defending home field. Chitwood fouls another one off. Greider's going to give chase down the third base line. Going to go foul. After this game, the Cougars will have a conference series against NC Wesleyan. 2-2 from Asbill. Curveball left it high. Going to run the count full here for Chitwood. Three-two from Asbill. Swung on, chopped over to Tuck at second, and that'll be the second out of the inning on the 4-3 putout. Bring up a shortstop, Clayton Mitchell. Asbill misses outside. Mitchell, a sophomore, Mount Sidney, Virginia native. First batter has been up in the count to start the game for the Panthers. Asbill finds the outside part of the plate. One hit in the left center for the first hit of the ball game. Asbill is looking to go 1-2-3, but Mitchell said differently. I'll bring up the DH, Jacob Gladstone. Gladstone, the senior from Warrenton, Virginia. Chasing after a curveball from Asbill on the first pitch of the at-bat. Gladstone third on the team with batting average .328. Started 16 games so far this year. Asbill quickly ahead in the count 0-2 here. off the plate there for the first ball of the at-bat. Gladstone showing a little two-strike approach, choked up on the bat. Off speed, left a little high there from Asbill. Evens the count 2-2. Clayton Mitchell still over on first. 2-2 count. 2 out here in the top of the first. Gladstone rolls over on that curveball, and that'll do it for the top of the first. Still no score. We'll head to the bottom of the inning when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
For me, it was important to leave home and experience new cultures and travel while I'm young, before I settle down, and be comfortable in my own skin. And Averett University has really helped me develop as a person and be more outgoing.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
Welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. Cameron Mullis bringing his 3-0 record on the mound here to Danville, Virginia. Mullis, a junior from Rocky Mount, Virginia, Franklin County High School. Like I said, 3-0 on the year, 4.28 ERA. This is 6 games started on the year. He's going to start off with a ball to the everyday center fielder Noel McCabe for the Cougars. McCabe fourth on the team, batting .313 on the year. He started every game he's appeared in, 21 on the year. 5 doubles, 14 RBIs. One-two here for Mullins. And the dirt, McCabe lays off. Low one outside again. McCabe showing some nice plate discipline. Running the count full here. That one should get down. McCabe should have extra bases. Going to be close at second. Throw not accurate at all, and McCabe's in for a leadoff double. That'll bring up Brandon Hatcher starting at first base today. Hatcher was leading the team in batting average, but Avery Spicer has been hot of late. Hatcher batting .392 on the year. He's also started every game he's appeared in, 23, 79 at-bats, 23 hits. 31 hits. He's scored 23 runs, 8 doubles, a triple, and 12 RBIs. Pickoff over at second for McCabe. Not in time. McCabe's 13 of 14 on the year in stolen bases. He does have plenty of speed over at second. Hatcher lines one into right field. Nice run and play made by Benjamin Thomas. Could have been extra bases, but gets the first out and holds McCabe at second. I bring up Preston Robbins. Robbins getting the start in left field today. He's batting .273 on the year. He's been in and out of the lineup, been a DH a few times for the Cougars. Mullins starts with a curveball in the dirt. Robbins, a freshman from Chesterfield, Virginia. Holds off on that one, but a called strike, evens count up 1-1. One for Mullins. Outside for a ball. Three ones a count now for Robbins. Torres and Mullins trying to get on the same page. Trying to keep an eye on McCabe at second. Three one for Mullins. Swung on and missed by Robbins. That runs the count full. Three-two delivery on the way. Fouled off by the freshman Robbins. The Cougars have struggled at times getting hits with runners in scoring position. Left 15 on base a few weeks ago against Tufts in a midweek game. That one fouled off again by Robbins. Lost that game 4-0, but left the bases loaded twice. And now in the bottom of the first with a runner in scoring position and only one out. 3-2 to Robbins. Curveball left, and that'll be a walk. Now the sophomore, Hudson Rowe, getting the start in right field. Spencer, Virginia native, Magna Vista High School. Big opportunity here for Averett to strike a few runs in the first. Curveball misses inside from Mullins. Rowe, third on the team in batting average, batting .327. Swings on that one, chops it to Torres at second. Panthers looking to roll two. Off the bag, throws coming home, and McCabe's going to score. Chitwood over at first. Couldn't keep his foot on the bag, and the Cougars going to take a one-run lead. Head coach for the Panthers is going to come out and talk about that one, Ryan Brittle. Tuck flies out to left field. That'll do it for the Cougars in the bottom of the first, but they take the lead 1-0. We'll head to the top of the second inning here when we come back on the Averett Sports Network.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Welcome back on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Heath Behringer. Cougars up 1-0 here after the first. Catcher Nick Funk leading things off for the Panthers. Asbill back on the mound for his second inning of work. Off speed, chopped over to Brophy at short. And one pitch, one out to start the second for Asbill. Now the third baseman, Bryce Thacker, coming to the plate. Thacker, fourth on the team in batting average, but if you go by games played, he's leading the team. He's batting .382. Asbill starts that one outside for a ball. This is Thacker's 11th start on the year. 1-0 from Asbill. High for a ball. That one finds the inside part of the plate. Asbill finds his first strike of the at-bat. Outside for a ball, and Thacker's got a hitter's count here. Five-pitch walk there. The leadoff man for the Panthers is on in the bottom of the second. Justin Brady, the sophomore from Gibsonville, North Carolina, Northeast Guilford High School, coming to the plate. Getting the start in left field today. Batting .290 on the year. 21st start for the Panthers. Asbill finds the strike zone quickly in this at-bat. Off speed from Asbill there. Not sure where that one missed. Maybe just a bit high in the zone. This one shot out of a cannon to right field. Rowe giving chase and makes a play right at the warning track. For the second out of the inning. Now the right fielder Benjamin Thomas coming to the plate. Thomas, a sophomore from Woodbridge, Virginia. Fouls that one out of play. Thomas batting .232 on the year. 13 hits and 56 at-bats, 5 doubles, 1 home run, and 12 RBIs. As Asbill misses outside. One here. Nice job by Wilson just to keep that in front of him. Asbill missed low in the dirt. One missed high, and Asbill's down 3-1. Curveball misses outside for Asbill in his second 5-pitch walk of the inning. Bring up the center fielder, Jaden Johnson. Johnson only his second start of the year. A sophomore from Roshan, Texas. Asbill starts off with all speed. Misses low and outside. That ball misses outside. Head coach Kenny Fleming is going to go have a chat with David Asbill. 2 runners on, 2 out though. But back-to-back balls for Asbill. He's thrown 34 pitches so far. 17 of them are strikes. Not going to sit here and try to do quick math for you all, but Asbill's been in some type of rhythm here and there, but a couple of walks this inning and quickly down in the count 2-0 here to Jaden Johnson. Asbill steps back out on the mound. For the first strike of the at-bat. That one swung on. Popped up in the right field. McCabe's giving chase, and that'll be the third out of the inning. Panthers leave 2 on base after a couple of walks from Asbill, but we'll head to the bottom of the second. Cougars still lead at 1-0.
Being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot. Just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics. and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games. So it makes it a really fun environment.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. Designated hitter Avery Spicer leading the team in batting average, batting .400. This is his 21st start of the year. He started every game he's appeared in. 24 hits and 60 at-bats. 8 runs scored, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs. Takes first pitch for a ball from Mullins. That one outside again. Inside for a called strike there for Mullins. Chopped over to third base. Had to come off the bag to make the play, but Spicer is retired for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up the freshman, Caden Grider. It was Chitwood over at first for the Panthers, making a nice play coming off the bag, and getting Spicer. Grider takes first pitch strike. Fouls that one off. Quickly down on the count. 0-2 is the freshman. Grider, Kannapolis, North Carolina native, Northwest Cabarrus High School. Grider takes that one outside for a ball. Northwest Cabarrus home to a lot of superstars, all the Seeger brothers. Bubba Wallace, Bradley Pinion, punter in the league, but Grider chops that one, could get through for a base hit. Backhand play, and Grider's going to beat the throw out. Grider with a single. Congratulate head coach Joe Hubbard at Northwest Cabarrus. 300 career wins. High school head coach, I believe it was a week or two ago. Now bring up Kyle Wilson, who battled some injuries at the beginning of this year, but back into the everyday behind-the-plate starter for the Cougars. As Mullins checking on Grider over at first. Pickoff for Grider. Grider has yet to attempt a stolen base this year. That ball outside for Wilson. 1-0 here. Called time. Did Kyle Wilson as that ball bounced past the catcher. So still going to be a 1-0 count here for Wilson when he steps back in. Once again, Mullins checking on Grider over at first. At some point, he's got to turn his attention to Wilson at the plate. 1-0 count here. That fastball in for a strike. That one misses high and outside. Wilson batting 188 on the year. It was only his 10th start. Like I said earlier in the year, battled some injuries here and there. Grider dives back in safely again. Two doubles, 4 RBIs for Wilson on the year. 2-1 here for Mullins. Outside for a ball. Runs inside for a strike. Wilson edged his shoulder in a bit. Thought it was a little inside, but he's crowding the plate. And it just caught a piece of the inside corner. So full count here. Grider over at first, 1 out. That one high and inside, and Wilson draws a walk. I'll bring up a shortstop, Brant Brophy. Brophy batting .250 on the year. His 20th start. 2 doubles and 10 RBIs. Along with 2 home runs. Swing and misses at that off-speed outside. Nice job by Funk behind the plate to keep in front. Neither of the runners advance. So 2 on and 1 out here for the Cougars, and you got the top of your order on deck. Brophy chops that one down the third base line. Backhand play made, and nothing going to be able to happen there for the Panthers, and the bases are going to be loaded. Thacker over at third was there. Really just a nice job to keep it in the infield, down the line with the backhand, but Brophy was definitely going to beat it out and couldn't even get to third in time as Grider had already made his way over. So bases loaded now for the leadoff man and center fielder Nolan McCabe. Mullins starts McCabe off with a breaking ball for a strike. A 1 here to McCabe. Another breaking ball, and quickly ahead in the count is Cameron Mullins. Fastball in the dirt. McCabe lays off. Fighting to stay alive here. Big RBI opportunity for the junior. 1-2 2 swung on, chopped over third. Going to try to get McCabe at first. Throw's going to go high. The Cougars going to be able to plate 2. Another play over at third. Thacker kept it in front of him, but tried to get McCabe at first and sailed to throw high.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far, and one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask me what my collegiate experience has been like. I could definitely say, you know, I've been flying planes and playing football. There's not too many people in the country that could say that.
For me, it was important to leave home and experience new cultures and travel while I'm young, before I settle down, and be comfortable in my own skin. And Averett University has really helped me develop as a person and be more outgoing.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Well, welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. Sorry about those technical difficulties with the sound the past few innings. Cougars lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the third. Hudson Rowe going to lead things off. Swings at the first pitch, and that one was gloved by the shortstop Clayton Mitchell, but couldn't hang on to it. Rowe reaches on an error. That'll bring up second baseman Nate Tuck. Tuck, first pitch swinging as well, fouls that one off. Mullins checking on Rowe over at first. Rowe 1 for 1 on the year and stolen bases. Not too much of a threat. That ball in the dirt to Tuck. Evens count up 1-1. That ball inside, nice. Late movement on that two-seamer from Mullins. Catch the inside part of the plate. And gets ahead and count 1-2. Tuck right back to Mullins at the plate. Looking at turn 2, and they will. To Avery Spicer now, and quickly ahead in the count is Cameron Mullins. Bounces that curveball in the grass in front of Spicer for the first ball of the at-bat. Spicer fouls that one off, out of play. That one off the chest of Thacker over at third. He had it right in front of him, just bounced up and couldn't handle it. Spicer reaches on an error. I'll bring up the freshman, Grider. Grider takes the first pitch from Mullins for a strike. Ryder pops this one up. And Clayton Michaels there to make the play for the last out of the inning. Averett leads 5-1. We'll head to the top of the fourth here on the Averett Sports Network.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
Welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. Top of the fourth, Cougars lead 5-1. I'm Heath Beringer. As David Asbill back out for another inning of work. First pitch misses for a ball. This third baseman, Bryce Thacker, leads things off for the Panthers. That one chopped down the third base line. Going to be fair. Grider Dove tried to make a play and runs over and quickly corrals it. So Thacker, a leadoff double. I think that ball got into the tarp over there and time had to be called. Now Justin Brady, left fielder, coming to the plate for the Panthers. Asbill misses high. Wilson throws that one away. McCabe's going to try to scoop up and throw Thatcher out at third. A throwing error by Kyle Wilson there. And Bryce Thacker over at third. 1-1 count. Benjamin Thomas with an RBI there. Brings the Panthers within 3. Only one out here in the top of the 4th. Johnson swinging a miss. Asbo quickly ahead in the count. Line down the third base line. Fantastic play made by the third base coach. Could have been trouble if that stayed fair for the Cougars. 1-2 count, and Jaden Johnson's battling. Off speed, in for a called strike 3 and a backwards K for Asbill. To the top of the lineup for the Panthers. Second baseman Ozzie Torres coming to the plate. 2 out. Benjamin Thomas still over on first. Made Asbill step off there as he acted like he was going to take off. Curveball just inside. Wilson behind the plate did everything he could to frame it. That one misses outside, and Torres quickly up 2-0. Thomas again makes Asbill step off, trying to keep his attention away from Torres at the plate. Torres gets his hands inside. McCabe ranges over, and that'll do it for the top of the 4th inning. But Panthers strike across another board. Averett still leads 5-2 here on the Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far, and one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask me what my collegiate experience has been like. I could definitely say, you know, I've been flying planes and playing football. There's not too many people in the country that could say that.
Going to be the junior catcher Kyle Wilson leading things off for the Cougars. Wake Forest, North Carolina native. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Cougars clinging to a 5-2 lead. And that one's lined into left field. Wilson's got a trot going. That is out of here. Solo shot from the junior Kyle Wilson. Cougars up 6-2 now here in the fourth. Off the bat, Kyle Wilson knew that was gone. One pitch, one swing, and one run to start the fourth for the Cougars. That'll bring up the shortstop, Brant Brophy. He's got 2 homers on the year. But that should get Kyle Wilson started. Batting 188 this year. That was his first home run. That was his 5th RBI. 9th hit of the year. And Brophy starts with a ball from Mullins. Mullins coming into this game undefeated on the mound, 3-0, and the Cougars looking to halt that win streak today. Brophy lines out over to the shortstop, Michael, for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Nolan McCabe. So back to the top of the order for the Cougars. 1 out here in the fourth. McCabe looking like he wanted to lay down a bunt. Pulled it back maybe just in time, but still a called strike. McCabe, plenty of speed. He can definitely bunt for a hit, but swinging now and swings right through that one. That one just off the outside part of the plate. Even Nick Funk behind the plate for the Panthers turn around and ask the umpire where that missed. McCabe steps back in. 1-2 count here. That one well outside. McCabe, nice job laying off. Two curveball, nubbed over to the second baseman. Quickly got to make a play, and Torres able to get McCabe. I'll bring up Brandon Hatcher. Hatcher, the senior, Prince George, Virginia native, Prince George High School. Second on the team, batting .392 on the year. So 2 out, nobody on here. First pitch curveball from Mullins, in for a strike. That one again off speed, catches the outside part of the plate. And Mullins quickly ahead, 0-2. That in the dirt for a ball. Hatcher lays off that pitch that was a bit high. Evens count up 2-2. That one roped down the left field line. Nice piece of hitting for Hatcher. He's going for 2. Going to be a close play, and he's thrown out at second. be it for the inning, but Kyle Wilson with a solo shot extends the Cougars' lead 6-2. We'll head to the fifth here on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Heath Behringer, live from Danville, Virginia, Averett University's North Campus. Owen Fulton Field. The Cougars up 6-2 here on the Panthers in the top of the fifth. Asbill back on the mound. Inside pitch called strike. Grayson Chitwood, the first baseman, leading things off here for Ferrum. Chops this one up the middle. Brophy ranges over, and a fantastic play for the first out of the inning. Excuse me, I take that back. Called safe at first is Chitwood. I thought the throw was there in time. Averett dugout disagrees as well. But Chitwood beats it out for an infield single. And the Panthers have their leadoff man on here in the top of the fifth. That one skied out into left field. And that'll be out number one as the freshman Robbins ranged over to make the play. Designated hitter Jacob Gladstone coming to the plate now. Swing and a miss on nice off speed there from Asbill. And off speed misses high. Gladstone swings through that one. Strikeout there for Asbill. Bring up the catcher, Nick Funk. Funk the junior from Oneida, Virginia. Stanton River High School, transferred from Concord University. And he takes the first pitch strike. That one high and just a bit outside. Even it's kind of 1-1 here for Funk. 1-1 from Asbill. Swung on, lined into center field. And McCabe is camped under it. And Panthers get their leadoff man on, but can't do anything with it. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth here on Owen Fulton Field. Cougars lead 6-2.
For me, it was important to leave home and experience new cultures and travel while I'm young before I settle down. And be comfortable in my own skin, and Averett University has really helped me develop as a person and be more outgoing.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
Welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. Bottom of the fifth we go. Going to be Preston Robbins leading things off for the Cougars. Robbins, a Chesterfield, Virginia native. Freshman, first pitch swinging there, fouls it out of play. That's going to be, thought it was going to be a fair ball. Robbins chopped it down the third base line. Head coach Kenny Fleming, not much movement, so must have clearly been foul, but that could have been extra bases for the freshman. Inside fastball, got his hands inside quick and pulled it hard. But goes foul, and he's quickly down on the count, 0-2. Curveball in the dirt, and Robbins lays off. Called strike on the outside corner of the plate. Robbins goes down looking. I'll bring up the right fielder, Hudson Rowe. Holds off on that one. Ball is just a bit outside. Chops that one foul right in front of him. He was counting up 1-1. Off-speed change up for Mullins there. Rowe does a nice job to lay off. Looked good coming in and dropped pretty late for the second ball of the at-bat. That one catches the outside corner of the fastball. Count back even 2-2. And just fights that one off, does Rowe. Some type of off-speed there from Mullins. Two here. Called strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mullins on the mound. And 2 quick outs for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Nate Tuck, the second baseman. Tuck squares around a bunt, looking to bunt for a hit, but fouls that one straight off behind the press box. Him and McCabe, probably 2 of the speediest in the lineup. Saw McCabe try to bunt for a hit earlier. First pitch just like Tuck there, not able to execute. So 0-1 here for Tuck, and he's swinging away. Takes a curveball into left field, and a diving effort. And play is made by Justin Brady for the Panthers. And that'll do it for the 5th here in Danville, Virginia. That'll be the top of the 6th when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student. And I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
Third baseman Bryce Thacker going to lead things off here for the Panthers. Asbill back out for the 6th here. Starts the at-bat off with a curveball there, high for a ball. Fastball in for a called strike. Asbill coming to the game 2-1 on the year. That curveball skied into left field for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Justin Brady. But Asbill 2-1 coming into this game. 19 strikeouts through 24 2/3 innings of work. And he's through 5 here. As he starts this at bat with a ball to Justin Brady. Fouled that one off. Evens count up 1-1 here. Line down in the center. And McCabe ranges over basically the left center field and makes a play for the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs here for Asbill on the top of the 6th. Right fielder Benjamin Thomas steps in for the Panthers. Takes a first pitch called strike on the outside part of the plate. Thomas tried to go down and get that curveball, fouls it off, and Asbill, nice job quickly ahead of the count, 0-2. And called strike 3 there. Thomas may have brung the bat around. And 3 quick outs there for Asbill. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
For me, it was important to leave home and experience new cultures and travel while I'm young, before I settle down, and be comfortable in my own skin. And Averett University has really helped me develop as a person and be more outgoing.
Going to be the senior Avery Spicer leading things off for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 6th. Sun starting to pop out here in Danville, Virginia. Mullins back on the mound for the Panthers. First pitch strike here to Spicer. That one fouled down the line. And Mullins quickly ahead, 0-2. That one runs inside and hits Spicer on the shoulder. Now bring up the freshman Caden Grider. The Cougars got their leadoff man on with nobody out. Grider squares the bunt and fouls it off of him. Checking on Spicer over at first. Grider squares the bunt again and pops out in foul territory. One down here, and Kyle Wilson, who homered his last plate appearance, steps up. One out, one runner on here for the Cougars in the bottom of the sixth. Curveball in for a strike against Wilson. That curveball misses just high. Evens the count 1-1. Wilson dribbles that one over to third, and the Panthers are able to turn two. And after getting the leadoff man on, Cougars can't capitalize. We'll head to the seventh inning here on the Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far, and one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask me what my collegiate experience has been like. I could definitely say, you know, I've been flying planes and playing football. There's not too many people in the country that could say that.
Jaden Johnson leading things off for the Panthers as that off-speed curveball misses high for Asbill. Back-to-back curveballs from David Asbill. 2-0 count now. Outside for a ball and 3-0. Jaden Johnson has worked the count now. Some action going on in the Averett bullpen. But this is the first 3-0 count Asbill has faced all day. That one in for a called strike. Three-one here to Johnson. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, and Jaden Johnson thought he had ball four. He'll have to pick his bat back up and step back in for a 3-2 count. This one chopped to Brophy at short. Speed down the line from Johnson, but the throw in time. So Asbill works back from a 3-0 count and gets a ground out for the first out of the inning. To the top of the order for the Panthers here. Ozzie Torres coming to the plate. Torres, the junior from Williamsburg, Virginia, turns on the first pitch. And McCabe ranges over to left center for the second out of the inning. Now Grayson Chitwood, the junior from Rocky Mount, Virginia, Franklin County High School, steps in with 2 outs, nobody on. Asbill looking to make the top of the seventh a quick one. That curveball high. Averett softball leading 8-1 in game 2 of their doubleheader against Randolph. Chitwood fouls that one down the third base line. Grider giving chase and runs out of room. That one low for ball number 2. Cougars, Averett softball won the first game against Randolph 4-3 in extra innings. Looking to make a clean sweep of the day. Asbill now down the count 3-1. Baseball trying to make a clean sweep of the day as well. They can hang on to this 6-2 lead. That one low for a ball, and Chitwood is on for a 2-out walk. Now the shortstop, Clayton Michael, steps on. Asbill starts the at-bat with another curveball, leaves it high. Asbill paints the outside part of the plate there for a strike. Evens count 1-1 here. Same exact pitch on the outside part of the plate, and Michael bends his knees at that one. Not sure if he's upset with the call or himself for not getting a hack at it. He's going to have to choke up, take a 2-strike approach here. 1 on, 2 out. 1-2 from Asbill. Swung on and hit up the middle for a base hit. Chitwood looked like he was going to test the arm of McCabe, but didn't do so. So looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Tyson Miesimer going to come up and hit. And Cougars are going to have a pitching change as well. So we're going to take a break here on the Averett Sports Network. Come back with the pitching change and the pinch hitter for the Panthers.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. Going to be the sophomore, Shane Mickle, coming onto the mound. Mickle, Richmond, Virginia native, Douglas Freeman High School. This will be his 14th appearance. He's only one start of the year, 1-3, 6.52 ERA, 29 innings pitched. He's got 24 strikeouts in those 29 innings, 21 walks as well. He's going to be facing the pinch hitter Tyson Meesemer for the Panthers. Meesemer, a junior from Sanford, North Carolina. Meesemer batting .190 on the year. This will be his 14th appearance. And he's got runners on first and second with 2 out here in the top of the 7th, with his team trailing 6-2. Sun is finally out here a bit in Danville, Virginia. And Mickle, first pitch in for a called strike. Both Mickle and Wilson wearing wristbands, getting the call from the dugout. That one in the dirt. Wilson doing a nice job keeping in front of him, keeping those base runners where they are. Head coach Kenny Fleming gives Kyle Wilson and Shea Mickle the call. They look down, get on the same page. And 1-1 count here for Meesemer. That one chopped down the first base line, and Hatcher is there. Mickle comes in. 3 pitches later, the Cougars are out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Averett leads 6-2.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
Cameron Mullins back out on the mound for the Panthers here to start things at the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Brant Brophy leading off for the Cougars. And back to the top of the order. A lot of times baseball coaches love calling that 9-hole their second leadoff. Perfect example is right here. As Brophy lines it right back up the middle, but Mullins right in his glove. My goodness, what a play. Line shot right back at him, and just off reaction, makes the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. That curveball in for a strike. Gabe chops this one down the first base line, and Chipwood's there to make the play for the second out of the inning. Now the first baseman for the Cougars, Brandon Hatcher, comes to the plate with 2 out, nobody on. And Mullins looking to make quick work of the Cougars here in the bottom of the 7th. That one in for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. A nice off-speed curveball there from Mullins. Quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Looks like he's in a rhythm here. Thatcher hits this one down to Thatcher at third, and scooped by the first baseman. 3 up, 3 down for the Cougars in the bottom of the 7th. We'll head to the 8th here on the Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far, and one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask me what my collegiate experience has been like.
Going to be the Panthers catcher leading things off here in the top of the 8th. Shane Mickle back out on the mound. Nick Funk steps in, and we're underway here in the 8th. First pitch swinging is Funk. And out in the right field, Rowe coming in and makes the play for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch by Mickle, 1 out. I'm bringing up third baseman, Bryce Thacker. That fastball misses just a bit high from Mickle there. That one runs inside. Gets Thacker on the elbow. That'll bring up the left fielder, Justin Brady. So the Panthers got one out here in the top of the 8th, trailing by 4. Mickle leaves that fastball high. Two-seamer runs outside, and Brady's quickly ahead of the count, 2-0. 2-0 here for Mickle. Swung on and missed by Brady. That was going to be ball 3. But Mickle got him chasing on the high stuff. That one in the dirt for ball 3. Coach Kenny Fleming is going to run out and have a chat with his sophomore, Shane Mickle. Probably just tell him to take a breath real quick. Came in last inning with a runner on first and did just fine getting out of it. Walks the man here in the top of the 8th. Got one out. And a 4-run lead. Just throw strikes, let your defense do some work. So Brady's going to step back in here with 3-1 count. Mickle not looking to have back-to-back walks after hitting Thacker, who's over on first. That one chopped to Tuck, turns to Brophy, and Brophy couldn't hang on. So nobody out here now, or one out, and nobody out on that play there for the Cougars. Benjamin Thomas, first pitch swinging. Mickle back ahead in a count here as he's got runners on first and second. Thought Tuck could have just tagged the runner there and went to first for the double play, but chose to try to get it to Brophy to turn the double play, and on the exchange there bobbled, and they couldn't get anybody. Swung on, chopped to Mickle. He'll just go to first for the second out of the inning. So now the center fielder, Jaden Johnson, comes to the plate. 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position here. Panthers looking to cut into this Cougars lead a bit. First pitch called ball. Johnson squares that one up, but foul. Ball almost rolls back into fair play. A 1-1 count here as Johnson steps back in. Mickle just looking for the final out of the inning. This one lined into center field, and McCabe almost made a not so good play there for Cougars. Didn't judge it well off the bat, but makes the play for the last out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th here on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Heath Behringer. We're bottom of the 8th. Preston Robbins going to lead things off for Averett, up 6-2. New pitcher on the mound for the Panthers, number 23, Sal Lettieri. His first pitch outside for a ball. This is Lettieri's 6th appearance on the year. Robbins fouls that one off. He's 1-1, 7.91 ERA. Only 2 games started. 19 1/3 innings pitched. And 14 strikeouts throughout those innings of work. Robbins steps back in. 2-1 count here for him. That one catches the outside part of the plate. Robbins almost robbed of a single there by Torres over at second. That would have been a fantastic play. But that was very well hit for a single for the freshman, Preston Robbins. Pitch runner here for the Cougars, Mason Williams. Coming in to run, the freshman. With Hudson Rowe at the plate. Williams not even having a dive over at first as Lettieri's keeping an eye on him. Another pickoff move, and that's going to get Williams. That'll be the first out of the inning. So Williams comes on to pitch run, and he gets picked off by the lefty, Lettieri. And Rowe, first pitch he sees, chops over the shortstop for the second out of the inning. Just like that, a runner on, nobody out, and the Cougars have 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 8th. I'll bring up second baseman Nate Tuck. That ball outside. Dirt, and Tuck quickly ahead or 2-0. Tuck, the senior from Chester, Virginia, Thomas Dale High School, swinging on that one, pops it out of play. Tuck lines this one into left field, down for a base hit. Designated hitter Avery Spicer comes to the plate. And if the pinch runner, Mason Williams, doesn't get picked off by Lettieri, Cougars would have at least one in scoring position here. But 2 out and Tuck on first for the designated hitter Avery Spicer. And Tuck back in safely from the Lettieri pickoff. Those lefties are tricky on the mound. Pick that leg up and just freeze you for a minute. Not sure where they're going to go. And another pickoff. So Spicer still waiting on his first pitch. He'll get it here. Outside for a ball. Another pickoff from Lettieri. Tuck on the year. He's 7-9 on stolen bases. Got the speed to do it. A lot of times, if you're stealing against a lefty, it's on first movement. This one called strike on the outside part of the plate. As soon as they pick that leg up, you take off and make that first baseman make a accurate, quick throw to get you at second. But Tuck not moving, and Spicer swinging, misses it. That 1-2 count now for him. One-two from Lettieri. That one in the dirt, evens the count up. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-2 count, 2 out. One runner on for the Cougars. And count runs full now. That one misses outside. Head coach Kenny Fleming letting Tuck know as soon as Lettieri picks that leg up and goes home, take off. You got 2 outs here. And swing and a miss from Spicer to end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Cougars just need 3 outs to get win number 9. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Three outs for the Cougars. Going to be leading off Ozzy Torres for the Panthers. Shane Mickle back out for his 3rd inning of work. That one in for a called strike. Misses outside for a ball. That one catches the outside part of the plate, and 1-2 is the count now for Shane Mickle on the mound. Averett softball wraps up game 2, winning 8-1. Make a clean sweep of Randolph here on Wednesday afternoon. That one lined down the third base line and through the glove of Greider. That one was pretty well hit. So Grayson Chitwood comes to the plate now. First ball runs inside. Panthers have their leadoff man on here in the top of the ninth. Got to score 4 to keep this one alive. That one fouled off down the line. That one chopped over to Brophy at short. Over to Tuck, trying to turn 2. And they do. So a ground ball up the middle, and the Cougars get 2. Now they're just 1 out away from wrapping this one up. Now Clayton Michael, the shortstop, coming to the plate with 1 out to spare. Takes a strike right down the pipe. Mickle's in rhythm, right back on the mound, ready to go. Gets his pitch and right into the wind-up curveball on the inside part of the plate. Michael lays off, evens the count up 1-1. That one swung on and missed. That one fell off the table from Mickle there, and he's ahead of the count 1-2, 1 strike away from taking a 6-2 victory over the Panthers. That one high for a ball, counts all even now. Mickle really reared back on that one. 2s across the board. 2-2 count, 2 out here in the top of the ninth. That one well outside. If you're Mickle Hill, you don't want to lose Michael. Back-to-back balls. Looks like Mickle just trying to put a little too much mustard on him. (3-2) here to Michael. Outside for a ball. Tyson Meesemer coming up to the plate. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Fouled off. One here for Mickle. Outside for a ball. Inside, and now Meesmer with a 3-1 count here. Mickle's going to step off, catch his breath. Obviously just needs 1 out here. Steps back on. The sophomore takes another deep breath. Here's the 3-1. That one ripped foul. That'll run the count full. 3-2 here, 2 out, 1 runner on. That one fouled off. Mickle walks Meesemer there. So 2 on and 2 out. For the catcher, Nick Funk. Funk batting .250 coming into this game. He's got 12 RBIs, 1 home run. That ball low. And head coach Kenny Fleming is going to go out and have a chat with his young sophomore, Shane Mickle, real quick. Had a chat with him earlier. I'm sure it's going to be the same type of thought process. Just breathe. You need 1 out. Fill up the strike zone. Let your defense work. That was a quick one there from Coach Fleming. And back to work goes the sophomore Shane Mickle. One owes the count. Swung on and fouled off to even the count up 1-1. Funk, the junior, swings on that one, pokes down to right field. Jason Maggs, who's new in right field, is there, and that'll do it. Cougars get a 6-2 win over the ODAC Ferrum Panthers here at home. David Asbill is going to get the win for the Cougars. He'll move on to 3-1 in this year. Averett now 9-15, and Ferrum drops below 500, 11-12 on the year. Averett be back in action against NC Wesleyan this weekend when they start a 3-game USA South Series. Wants to thank you for joining us here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Heath Behringer. Catch us this weekend. Have a good one.